British Empire staggers under worldwide disaster. The Japanese continue to advance down the Malayan Peninsula toward Singapore and land in Hong Kong. The Repulse and the Prince of Wales, the pride of the Royal Navy, are sunk off the Malayan coast. 2 more British battleships go down in the Mediterranean. 4 million tons of shipping sunk in 1941 by German U-boats and Japanese submarines. Sagging beneath this weight of catastrophe, Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister, sails for the United States for urgent meetings with President Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
What about my grand strategy memorandum for the President?
25 single-spaced pages, Prime Minister. Much to digest. But I have digested it. Germany first.
Correct. Japan's thrust into Southeast Asia may well spell, for us, a disaster. But if America's entry into the war can make amends for all, I shall press my views on President Roosevelt with all my force. All my force. Germany first. Despite the Pearl Harbor debacle, Germany first.
Winston, we have always talked softly and diplomatically with the Americans.
Yeah. We talked like that while we were wooing her. Now that she's in the harem, we talk to her quite differently.
By the by, gentlemen, we shall be lighting the White House Christmas tree shortly. You're all invited to the ceremony. Immediately thereafter, to eggnog.
That's very nice, Mr. President.
A productive meeting, Winston.
Mr. President, we've discussed many great issues, but not the greatest, not yet. Mr. President, is it still to be Germany first?
Here's the view of my Joint Chiefs on that. It's quite short. At American-British staff talks in February, it was agreed that Germany was the predominant member of the Axis and Europe the decisive theater. Much has happened since then. Notwithstanding Japan's entry into the war, our view remains that Germany is still the prime enemy and her defeat is the key to victory.
Thank God.
Once Germany is defeated, the collapse of Italy and the defeat of Japan will follow.
Franklin, we shall have that evil man.
I believe we shall, Winston. Come, you'll throw the switch and light the tree. And perhaps you'll say a word or two.
That would be a great honor.
All set with your speech for Congress?
I'm somewhat nervous.
Not you. How will you start?
Well, I shall say, I cannot help reflecting that if my father had been American and my mother English instead of the other way around, I might have got here on my own.
You'll do well.